debtors account and bills receivable account. Here is a problem related to preparation of debtors account. This problem was asked to the previous exam, that is November 2018, for 5 marks. Here the items given are opening debtors, total sales, cash sales, bills receivable received, bills receivable dishonored, bad debts, discount allowed, sales returns, provision for doubtful debts, and closing debtors. From this information, we are required to find cash received from debtors. As regards debtors account, the 4 important items are credit sales, cash received from debtors, and opening balance and closing balance. These are the 4 important items of debtors account. If 3 items are known and the 4th one is the missing item. Here opening debtors are given, closing debtors, opening debtors is also given, closing debtors is given, and credit sales also given, and the missing figure is cash received from debtors. So now we have to enter the transactions in the debtors account. The first item is opening debtors, that is 5,000 rupees. This item has to be taken as to opening balance 5,000, because debtors account always shows debit balance, so opening balance should be taken on the debit side. Next, the total sales is 35,000 and cash sales is 5,000. Cash sales is not related to debtors account. It is straightway entered in the cash book, but it helps to ascertain credit sales. Out of the total sales 35,000, if cash sales of rupees 5,000 has to be deducted, then we get credit sales. So total sales minus 5,000 cash sales is equal to credit sales, that is 30,000. And one more entry on the debit side of debtors account is for bills dishonored, and all other entries are made on the credit side. As per the journal entry principles, all entries are made on the credit side except opening balance, credit sales, and here bills receivable dishonored. All other entries may be sales returns, discount allowed, bad debts, cash received, bills receivable received from debtors, etc. So next item is bills receivable received, and bills receivable received from debtors. The entry in the debtors account is on the credit side is by bills receivable account. Bills receivable received from debtors is 10,000. Next item is bills receivable dishonored 2,000. We have to take this entry on the debit side to bills receivable account. This entry for dishonor of bills. So in the debtors account, on the debit side, you have to remember on the debit side 3 entries. One is opening balance, next one is credit sales, and another one entry may be for dishonor of bills. You have to write as 2 bills receivable account for dishonor of bills. Next transaction is or item is bad debts 500. This item is entered on the credit side as by bad debts. That is 500. Next item is discount allowed. This is also on the credit side. We have to enter this item also on the credit side by discount allowed. Discount allowed is 1500. Next item is sales returns. That is 1000. This item also entered on the credit side as by sales returns. By sales returns, that is 1000. And next item is PDD, that is provision for doubtful debts. This provision on debtors or reserved for doubtful on debtors should not be taken to debtors account because it is not final. It is only as it is doubtful, straightway it is entered on the profit and loss account debit side, and finally it is deducted from the debtors in the balance sheet. So provision on debtors or reserved for doubtful debts should not be taken to debtors account. The adjustment for this item is it is straightway shown on the debit side of profit and loss account and deducted on the asset side of the balance sheet from debtors. So all entries, all transactions have been entered in the debtors account, and finally we have to ascertain the balance. Here the balance is cash received from debtors because credit sales is given, opening balance and closing balance of debtors is given, and the missing item is cash received from debtors. So the total comes to 37,000. The difference out of 37,000, all these 5 items are deducted, and the difference is 20,000. So in the debtors account, from the total of debit total, if we deduct the credit total, then the difference or the item the difference represents 20,000, that is cash received from debtors. So it is a balancing figure, and here we are asked to find the cash received from debtors, and it is the answer is 20,000. Now let us discuss one more problem. It is also asked for the previous examination, November 2014, for 5 marks. The items given are total debtors on 1/1/2013, that is this is the opening balance, and total debtors as of 31st/12/2013, this is the closing balance, and other items are cash collected from debtors, bad debts written off, discount allowed, goods returned by debtors, that is sales returns, and total sales. These are the items given. Now these items have to be entered in the debtors account. Here we are asked to prepare the here is, out of the 4 items, if 3 are known and the 4th one is missing. Here opening balance of debtors is given, closing balance of debtors is given, and also we are able to find credit sales from the total sales and cash sales. From this information we have to ascertain the credit sales, and the balancing figure is by cash received or cash collected from debtors. This is the missing item. Here the question mark is nothing but missing figure. Out of the 4 important items, that is credit sales, cash received from debtors, and opening balance, closing balance. Of these 4 items, 3 are known and the 4th one is missing. Here cash collected from debtors or cash received from debtors is the missing item. Let one by one enter these transactions. First is 2 debtors on 1/1/30. It is taken as opening balance, that is 2 lakh rupees. Next item is 2 debtors, total debtors as on 31/12/13. This is the closing balance. We have to take opposite of the opening balance as closing balance. It is 1,20,000. Next, cash collected from debtors, it is the question mark, and we have to ascertain the balance on the credit side. Next item is bad debts written off. On the debtors here, in the debtors account debit side, only opening balance and credit sales have to be entered, and here there is no any bills dishonored, and all items have to be entered on the credit side as per the journal entry principle. So next item is bad debts written off. It has to be entered on the credit side as by bad debts. That is 10,000. Next item is discount allowed. That is 20,000. It has to be also entered on the credit side as by discount allowed. Next item is goods returned by debtors. This is nothing but sales returns, so it is also entered on the credit side as by goods returned or sales returns. That is 20,000. And next item is total sales 15 lakh, and cash sales is 40% of total sales. Cash sales, we have known earlier that cash sales plus credit sales is equal to total sales. So out of the total sales, if cash sales is deducted, we get the credit sales, or out of the total sales, if credit sales are deducted, then we get the cash sales. So as the cash sales plus credit sales is equal to total sales, here we have to ascertain the credit sales from these 2 items. Here cash sales is 40% of total sales, indicates remaining 60% will be credit sales. So 40% of cash sales, 40% of total sales is cash sales, means 60% is credit sales. So we have to take 60% of 15 lakh. 40% cash sales means remaining 60% is credit sales. 60% of 15 lakh is 9 lakh rupees. 9 lakh rupees. So all items are entered in the debtors account. Next step is we have to ascertain the balance. We have to ascertain the balance. Here total on the debit side is 11 lakh, and if credit entries are deducted, the difference 9 lakh rupees, or difference on the credit side is 9 lakh rupees. And this 9 lakh represents cash collected from debtors or cash received from debtors. Here question mark or missing item is 9 lakh rupees.